Hey everybody, this is Jackie, and I wanted to come live to do a channeling session. And I don't think I've ever done a channeled session on Facebook before. So this is going to be a first for me. I've done many channeled sessions on Zoom calls with clients, but never on a live before. So this ought to be interesting, but I really feel like the guides have something to say and they want to share something. And, I was really thinking, okay, what really wants to come through? And I just kept getting this inkling, just do a live. And I'm like, but I don't even know what we're going to talk about. And this message just came to me, that there's so many of us being called right now to step into our highest potential, right? To step into doing the work that we're here to do, really to be transmitters and to be conduits for healing and energy. And so if you're an empath and if you're a healer, if you're into the metaphysics, you're probably feeling this urging and this calling to step up and do something to contribute to bringing the planet, to elevating the energies of the planet right now. And we really, really need it. And sometimes when we're in that process, we step into like a little bit of fear. And I'm really speaking for myself. Like I thank you so much for being here, Gisela. As long as you can, that's totally cool. And being able to step into this place of being the conduit and being the transmitter and being the channel sometimes can be so scary, right? And especially if you don't know what direction you're going. And so when I was speaking to my guides and speaking to the beings of light, I asked, like, what message do you want to translate today? And they were talking about, like, let's talk about releasing these fears, that people have about really stepping into that power that they have within themselves to be this conduit and to be the channel for these messages. And so I just wanted to be here, and I'm going to step aside and I'm going to bring the guides in and the beings of light. And so if this is your first time experiencing a channeled session with me, welcome. This is going to be an interesting experience. And so the way I do this, I call in the beings of light. And I allow them to speak through me, which means they take over my voice. And so my voice changes. And sometimes I have an accent. Sometimes I sound like an older person. It all, it's however they choose to show up. But really all they're doing is vibrating to or elevating my frequency to meet theirs. And then translating that frequency in a way that I can actually speak into words that everybody can understand. So if this is your first experience doing this with me, there's nothing to be afraid of. It is interesting. So if you've never experienced a channel session before, it will sound a little different, but I think this is so powerful and such beautiful, angelic, soothing, calming, peaceful work. And I really, I feel so honored to be able to do this kind of work. And so if you are open, then I invite you to stay here. And if you're curious, just hang on. And I'm going to bring in the beings of light. So I usually start with a little bit of a prayer just to kind of anchor my own energy and create a space for them to come through. So dear beings of light, I come to you today here on this live broadcast to be a conduit and to be a channel for your divine guidance, your divine flow. And I know that you have asked me to do this work today to help those of us, including myself, who are, sometimes a little bit hesitant to step into this work and to be the conduits and to be the healers that we came here to be. That that we are open and willing and ready to receive whatever guidance and whatever healing that you're all here to offer. And so we do this with so much gratitude and with such open heart and with so much humility. And I asked my own self, my own ego to take a step back and allow the channels to come through, or the beams of light to come through, so that the messages that will come through and the energy and frequency that comes through today can really be impactful in a positive way to those assisting or watching this live and or watching this on the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, dear ones. We come to you today. We're so very grateful that you're here. We are very, very receptive to your energy, and we are very grateful for this channel to be here and to open herself up to allow us to come to you, to help you, and to facilitate you in accessing your own energy, and so that you are able to step into your own power, into your own light, so that if you are called to do this work, that you can do so without fear. For you do not have to fear your own power. We're not here to cause harm. We're only here to cause love. We bring to you the energy and frequencies of love. And we wish to only elevate your frequency and elevate the frequency of your planet. So we come today to facilitate and to assist you in releasing and clearing any fears you may have of stepping into this potentiality that you have. So we ask of you today that you stay open, that your heart remains open, that your mind takes a break, and so that you can be in a space of receptivity. For it is only in receptivity that we can do this work with you. So we invite you now to close your eyes and to just relax and to take a deep breath in, opening all your senses and relaxing the muscles and relaxing the solar plexus. For that sometimes carries so much tension, especially when there is fear. And so we want to first create the safe space and create this energetic conduit and create this energetic space for you to come in and sit in relaxation, so that we can come and deliver to you and work with your energy and your frequencies to uplift you and to help you in releasing anything that is no longer in servitude to your highest and best and to your growth, and bringing in those things that will allow you to continue to expand and shed the skin, and so that you can step into your greater light, into your greater potential. And so, dear beings, just breathe as we do this work with you. And you may experience different sensations in the body, or you may experience nothing at all. Whatever the experience is, it matters not. It only matters that you're here and that you're open. And if you're here, it's because you have been called to be here in this space. You would have not been called. You would not be here had you not been called, if you had nothing in your heart that was receptive to this energy. And so we wish to remove the fears that keep you stuck. And every time you want to make a transition or you want to make a change, and suddenly the fears of the past arise, and the fears of what didn't work, or perhaps didn't work how you thought they should work, or the failures of the past, or the judgments that you carry of yourself, and the resentments of the actions that you have taken that have not served you. You think those things may not have served you, but every experience serves your highest and best, serves a purpose. But sometimes when those lessons are learned, it sits still in the energetic body and the physical body, and it doesn't get released. And so it gets stuck into the memory banks of your mind. And when you have that pattern, when you want to make a change, when you want to step into a new potentiality of the self, the mind, the brain activates the remembrance of what did not work, or in your perceived judgment of what has not worked, and immediately signals to you, no, do not go forward. And so you begin to experience, how will we say, you experience chaos within you, because one part of you wants to move forward and another part of you holds you back, and there's a conflict as if you are two separate entities. And so today we want to, if you're open to it, integrate all parts of yourself so that you can step into a higher realm within your own energetic field. Do you understand, beloveds? And so we do this work with you of releasing, of clearing these entrenchments and these roots of stuck patterns that are within your mind, for it all resides right here up in the brain. The brain is a beautiful thing, for it assists you on how to take your inner energy field and take the ideas and the creativity and put it into a pattern where you can actually take action. You know what to do here in this human world. Yet it can also become an impediment to your evolution. And so we just clear and clear and release, and we let go and we let go, creating a clear channel for peace to come through you, so that you feel in this space, that you feel aligned, that you feel in integrity with yourself, with all of the self. For there is only one self, even though at times you may feel fragmented, but that is not the truth. The truth is that there is only one. And we wish to reclaim and bring back this integration of the self if you are ready. We do not say to you, you must do anything, for you have free will and you have choice. And that is a beautiful thing that the universe, the creator, provided and offered you with. So yes, please, we say take advantage of your free will. And at the same time, if you wish to work with your spirit guides and us beings of light, we're here to facilitate and support you. And it's not about taking you out of your human life and bringing you into the spiritual realm and disconnecting you from this human life, for you are here and you have experiences still to go through. But it is an integration of the spirit with the energy field and the human that you are. Do you understand? And when you can become in this integration and this oneness of the self, then you can move forward and you can do more things and you can be greater levels of experience that was within you. For you're not the stories and you're not the actions of the past. There's so much potentiality within you that has not been accessed, and yet there is opportunities there available to you. But if you are in fear, you are not able to take a step forward into desiring or even having the courage to want to have those experiences. And so we clear more. We clear and release and release and release all the dense energies that you have held on to and you have solidified in your physical body, and your ethereal body, and your energy body, and your auric field. For there are particles that reside in these fields when you make something dense. And so we break away these particles and make so small that they can pass through the membranes of your auric field and out back into the ethers to be recycled and reused as energy. For you do not have to carry those anymore. Do you understand? And And so, beloveds, we bring you into this integrative state, this integrative space of oneness with yourself, oneness with what is, oneness with the source, the creator, God, universe. It matters not what you call. It only matters that there is an alignment with all that is. For you are not disconnected. You're not separate from any of that. And we do work on the chakras now to release any density that is blocking the flow of your chakras. And this channel has concerns if people think this is weird. I say to this channel, just take a seat back. Tell the mind to take a seat. For there is nothing weird about this. Some people may not have experienced this before, it is true, but there is nothing weird or strange about it. It is maybe perhaps unknown. And people tend to take what is unknown to them and create judgments about it. So yes, this channel is here, this channel is present, and she can understand and hear everything that is being said. She's conscious of the work that is being done. She started being able to receive our frequencies and energies about 9 years or so ago. She can share this story later if she chooses, but right now we wish to continue focusing on clearing these energetic densities in the body and the chakras and the energetic fields and the auric field. And bringing you back into perfect alignment. And understand that it is a choice to become deviated once again, to become out of integrity with the self once again. This is not the kind of work that is being done, and so it is. It is being done, and it requires you to make a choice to stay in awareness of when you are falling out of integrity. Do you understand? It is done, it is done, it is done. And we are so very grateful for you. And we're so very grateful for your receptivity and your willingness to be here today and to receive this frequency. And we say to you, just be aware of your physical body and even your emotional body, for you may have experiences of still release, and we mean it in the physical sense. You may release more things. So do not be alarmed if that happens. It is part of the work. And you may get emotional, and you may feel like crying, and that too is part of the work. So again, do not be alarmed. And we ask that you be in self-care, that you rest if the body needs it, that you drink lots of water to keep releasing the energy. Water is a conduit for energy. And we say to you, dear soul, thank you. We are so very grateful for your presence. and for your willingness to work with us and to receive from us. And we also are grateful for this channel, Jackie, for allowing us to come through her today so that we could deliver this healing and these frequencies to you. Goodbye for now, beloveds. We love you, we love you, we love you. Oh my goodness, you guys. I feel like crying. Wow, okay, so this is the first time I've done this live. I don't know, I'm crying. I think the energy was either too much and I think it's because I too have been struggling to step into this work more powerfully. And I know it's been so, I know how powerful it is. And yet, like, sometimes I resist it. And so I'm so glad, like, I listened to my guides today and did this live. And if this is your first time and you thought this was different, and if you have any questions, I am more than happy to answer. I don't know if anybody commented here. I see Jeffrey, hi, and Patty, you're welcome. Anyway, I've been doing this work since 2010 is when, thank you, Sherry. I've been doing this work since 2010 is when I first started having these experiences of feeling the guides come through. And then I remember one time at work, it was crazy. I think it was like 2011, 2012. I was sitting at my desk at work, and then all of a sudden, like, I felt this incredible energy just pour through me. And I just couldn't stop typing. Like, I just typed all these messages. And I remember them saying to me, like, we're coming through, like, we're coming through. And if you're ready to do this work, like, we really, sorry, you guys. If you're ready to do this work, we're going to be coming through and working with you to bring these messages to people. And of course I said yes. I had no idea what that would entail, but I said yes. And I've been kind of, it's off and on. Sometimes I'm really into it. Sometimes I'm like off doing something else. But back in May, I really, I decided that I really wanted to do this work again. And so I've been working through my own stuff of releasing, whatever still is in the way of me completely and fully embracing this. So, but anyway, I appreciate you being here. Thank you, George, and thank you, Patty and Sherry. I appreciate you guys so much. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. This is something I do in private. So I do this with clients, and I work with I bring in their spirit guides, and we work through releasing stuff, and whatever the guides want to work through, and whatever the person is ready to receive and work through as well. Julie, thank you so much. I felt all the light come through all of my energy bodies. Oh, that's so cool. Yay. Totally, Sherry, totally. Oh, you would understand this, right? Because you've been with them. You know what that's like. But anyway, I am so grateful for all of you who were here during the session, and I really hope that you were able to, really feel and receive the energies. And if this is also your calling, because I'm not the only person who does this, there's so many of us, but if your calling is to be a conduit for light and you know, and be a transmitter of energy for the divine and for the guides. Um, you know, I hope this little thing, whatever you want to call it, you know, has really has helped at least open some of that stuff up for you. And you know, again, if you have any questions, please, you know, don't hesitate to ask me. And thank you so much. All right, everyone. Love you all. Bye.